Hello everybody, my name is Eric Terramolins, and today I'm going to be talking about Wuthering Waves and the insane burnout that you can get from all of these crazy wild doom posts left and right. Everywhere you seem to look, there's just, don't do this, absolutely do this, don't pull for them, you need this, everything is over.
It's the end of the universe.
This game is brand new, and even if you're watching this video way down the line and it's been out for a while now, it doesn't change the fact that it's a gacha game that's kind of following a lot of the same similarities to Genshin Impact. Though there are definitely quite a few differences, there's still a few things that kind of match up. I'm gonna tell you a bit of my own opinion and experiences on things that I've had since playing Genshin on release and joining the fun Wuthering Waves adventure of today. Doom posts are a thing. They attract so much attention. They're eye-catching, they have amazing thumbnails, and they're brought to you by some of the greatest gacha content creators that we've ever had. We're talking about people that got huge during the Genshin COVID bump, and now that they're playing Wuthering Waves, they're applying a lot of those methods to try and farm viewers and more potential subscribers. It makes sense. This is their livelihood. I literally want this to be my livelihood, so I understand the perspectives that they're taking, and they're not giving bad information. For the most part, they're just putting you in that state of FOMO or panic because they themselves, as content creators, always need new stuff to create. But you are not a content creator, so you can take your time with everything. First thing I'd like to talk about is
Top tier DPS.
it doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. You could build a whole team of just supports. You can make a supporting character your top tier DPS, take the character you think looks the coolest or that you like their playstyle the most to, and just run with that. Now, of course, I am aware that there's a percentage of people out there that like the top tier DPS, that want to build the greatest teams and put things together, and that's okay too. We all have our different ways of playing games. My point is just that you don't have to go after every little perfect thing and try and farm every little thing at every single second because you feel like, oh no, you're missing out on something, because you're not. You'll get there when you get there at your own time. If you put in the work to this game and you play it a ton, you're gonna have those perfect echoes. You're gonna have those maxed out characters and teams. You'll get there, it just takes a little bit of time. And this game is not going anywhere. Which kind of brings me into my next subject.
Don't pull on that character. This character's the one that you need.
Leaks for the next character?
They're insane.
I guess, maybe, sometimes, not always. The game definitely has that progression where as they keep releasing new characters, they want you to keep buying them. This is a business and they need to make money. So it makes sense that every single time they come out with that drip marketing for those sweet new playable characters, you're gonna want them. And you're just gonna throw away all your hopes and aspirations for the character you were originally going to wish on in like a week or two so that you could get that one that comes out in a month or two after. Good luck. It's okay to do this if you end up really loving the designs and everything of said character. They're always going to be releasing new characters, and I guarantee you they're going to be rerunning older ones. They would be crazy not to. It's possible that down the line they come out with limited characters, and at that point maybe I will change my disposition on that depending on what your interests or my own interests are at the time. But for the time being, if they're officially Wuthering Waves licensed and owned original characters, I don't think you have a problem missing out on Jian or Yinlin. They're gonna be back, especially if their banners tend to make a lot of money.
Huge mistake.
I ruined my account. This is how you can save yours. You're not going to ruin your account. It will start off maybe slower and you're not going to be hitting the ground running like you would have liked to, but you just sort of course correct yourself in the game and slowly start accumulating. You don't have to spend extra money on getting extra mats and trying to pull off all the stuff that you weren't able to pull off in the first place, because you're gonna get those mats with time. And you're going to get all your characters and all your gear with time. In a year from now, I guarantee you your account will be amazing as long as you slowly start to course correct what you're doing. And for real, that's fine. You don't need to have everything right now. But it is a good start to learn about what the healthy things for your account can be and kind of position yourself in a way to do this. And it's okay if you break it every once in a while. I had been really working hard on Jianshin and Encore and Baiju, and all of a sudden I just had this urge to level up Rover. I didn't even know that she had her Havoc state yet. I think her design is beautiful and I just wanted to pump that character up. Then out comes the Havoc build and all of a sudden, she's so broken! So I kinda got lucky, but at the same time, Did I? The fact that she's super good now is just a benefit to something I was already gonna do anyway. If you're playing for meta, of course you really need to focus, buckle down, and tighten up everything that you're doing. But even if you're playing for meta, unless you're a content creator that needs to pump things out left and right 24/7, always coming out with that new thing, the weight of the world on your back, thousands of people watching everything you do, every little mistake and slip up. I just am not good at dodging, okay? I'm trying, I'm practicing, it's just, yep. It's all gonna be fine. You have so much time. I don't know how many years this game is gonna be out for. Based off the kind of money that they're making, probably a long time. So you have all this time to slowly collect and build. Your mistakes are just minor learning curves, and you're gonna get to where you wanna go eventually, as long as you focus a little more on what you want.
Do this now.
Videos with this kind of attachment to them can be a little misleading, but sometimes I'm going to straight up say that maybe you should. If it's a special code that gives you extra stuff, or if it's a timed event that is particularly good, you might want to look into prioritizing that over a few other things in the game. But aside from that, you just take the time that you feel like you need to take. And the last Doom post I don't really feel like I need to be talking about, but it's that whole Wuthering Waves.
It's going to fail.
No, it won't. It made so much money in the span of a month. Most of us watching all these videos, we're never gonna see that kind of money in our entire lives. And if there's one thing that really establishes a great game, it's a good communication between the developers and its players, which Kuro seems to be doing very well. They do have a couple of slip-ups, mind you, but when we trip and fall, we just get back up and keep walking. They're still giving out far more in their game than I've ever received in the past since release for Genshin Impact? And this isn't just to keep jabbing at Genshin, because Genshin Impact definitely has its positives. Significantly better voice acting, better music composition, fluidity and expression with characters. But they have billions of dollars, so just give Wuthering Waves its time and it'll hopefully get there. Years! You have years to play and level up and collect all the things that this game has to offer. You don't need to think that the top tier of everything is something you have to accomplish as quickly as possible, because this is not a sprint. This game is a marathon. If you rush to the end and you try and do everything you can possibly do, you're gonna run out of things to do down the line. And I'm sure this game is gonna keep releasing content consistently as much as they can. But unlike content creators that are always looking for content to create, you're not in that same boat. So you get the option to just slow and steady wins the race. I'm personally loving this game so far. I enjoy how the concept of combat is based off of skill and not just adding more health. Ugh, Genshin. That's my own personal preference when it comes to combat. Even though I'm terrible at it. Practice makes better. And that's all I've got to say on the matter of trying to avoid a wuthering burnout. Hopefully there's a few things that you can take and leave from what I had to say. I know not all our experiences are the same, and we don't all love the same sort of things. But I figure if you're watching this video, you most probably love Wuthering Waves. If we both love Wuthering Waves, that's a really great starting point. If you like my video just a little bit, it doesn't cost much to hit that like, smack that subscribe, uppercut that notification bell. It goes a crazy long way at supporting my channel. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye.